Nothing can hold back the Oregon wine competition, as it was a full go this year. A few new wineries joined the competition this year, but as usual, each wine gets a thorough review from the expert panel of judges that included 4 masters of wine and a master sommelier.
We have 6 judges of extremely high caliber, and so therefore we want to make sure that over a 2-day period of time that their palates remain refreshed and aren't getting exhausted from just inundating them with a ton of entries a day.
There were some returning judges, some back after almost a decade.
It's been very encouraging to see an evolution in quality and consistency, most of all, because I remember in the previous competition there were a lot of ups and downs, whereas the average quality this year seems to be much higher than it was back then, and there have certainly been some varieties that have excelled more than others.
So I judged here about 5 years ago, and so coming back again is a pure delight. I have to say I've seen a huge improvement in the quality of the wines. I think the future for Oregon wine is really bright.
One of the new judges to the competition, Master of Wine Martin Reyes, was quite poetic in his assessment of Oregon wines.
From the muscularity, that sort of robust muscularity of some of the Petit Syrahs to that grungy potency of the Malbecs, to like the soaring aromatics and expression of the Italian varieties. At the very end, all of a sudden you have these amazing sparkling wines and a collection of really good rosés. It's like, you know what? The world is far more vast in Oregon than we would ever think. I knew that sort of academically, but actually seeing that up close was fascinating.
I think that's a mic drop from Martin. But let's go on for more detail. And for a second straight year, the Rhone varietals were making headlines.
That was immediately clear, right? The fact that there is a deep variety and high quality amongst all of the Rhone varieties that were there, in particular the Syrah.
Grenache performed very well and was fresh and really pure styles. There wasn't a lot of over extraction, there wasn't a lot of jamminess, there was really lovely juicy freshness and pure red varietal fruits, and really impressive.
We tasted the Rhone whites, a lot of them were just exquisite, with a lot of vibrant flavors and really good acidity and length.
Also this year, the specialty category wines had a big impact on the competition.
Most dramatic increase in any of the categories was the sparkling category this year. We had enough sparkling wines to actually have both panels of judges sample the sparkling this year.
And I just tasted the most amazing sparkling wine. I've always been really excited about the great sparkling wine that we produce in California, but I think California better start looking over their shoulder at some of these producers in Oregon.
One of the biggest things that each judge talked about was noticing how the winemakers have taken a step back and let the grapes start to speak for themselves.
I'm sure that a lot of it has to do with Oregon place, but I suspect a lot more of it has to do with Oregon talent. And it really is just such really meticulous winemaking. So credit goes to the people themselves and their passion.
David also echoed what Tracy was saying. Not just with the sparkling wines, but the Bordeaux varietals should have people in California very nervous.
Napa needs to be really scared about this. There are some ways that Oregon is able to capitalize on greater balance and really kind of recall some of the best things about Napa's history over the last 40 years. Like the highlights of what Napa has done really well. Oregon is able to recapture that right now, and I think that's really exciting.